Hello everyone, it's Shen. How are you today? This video actually I'm going to share with you guys some story, some real story. Well, you guys know that I've been working as an English tour guide back in China about 10 years. Because of my work, I've met so many people. Every single year, average speaking, I'm going to take care of about 300 to 400, almost 400 foreign visitors from everywhere. Most of them actually all from America. So you can imagine I've met thousands of people from overseas. Um, so there are so many stories happening in the groups. Well, sometimes it's some funny stories, sometimes really weird situation. People, human nature, right? This is nothing about culture difference. This is totally about human nature. And sometimes people, behave like this or act like that. But anyway, I just want to say I want to share more stories on this YouTube video in my blog. And this is actually the very first one I want to share with you guys. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and also please leave it in down below comment, and this definitely will be a big encouragement to me about whether I should share more stories with guys, because I believe a lot of my stories will be really funny and interesting. For instance, like sometimes it's so hot in the summertime. In a group, I remember that it's actually a Dutch group, and they just arrived in Shanghai, and it's so hot, so humid, just like Houston over here, same. So sunny day, hot time, and you were just touring outside along the Bund, the riverside, to take picture of the great things, and then one passenger just pass out, totally knock off because of the heat. I believe it's heat stroke. The local guide, the tour leader, everybody tried to, pour the water on the guy's face and try to wake him up. We want to know what truly happened or something like that, just in case anything like heart attack happened. It truly happened in the group sometime. And then everybody tried to save him. You know what his wife's doing? Standing there, oh, what is that building? There are truly people like that, I have to say. But of course, very weird. Very extreme people. And also, sometimes people could get sick and even died. Actually, just a few days ago, one of my best friends still working in the rail cruises company in China, she just called me and say a passenger got heart attack and died in China. Well, lucky thing that is I have taken care of so many passengers. I have never met any people die in my group. That's truly a lucky thing. God bless, I have to say. Well, I would like to share all of those things, and also some of story maybe not happened to me, but I heard from my coworkers or whatever. So, story number one. This is the first one I want to share with you guys. This lady actually traveled with me about 2007. I still remember. Actually, she's been traveling. She was traveling by herself. I believe her age maybe about 70, 75, something like that. She's very small and very skinny, and I think she got diabetes because I saw her to grab some medicine to eat or something like that. But anyway, that trip starting from Beijing. That trip is a long one, about 16 days. Started from Beijing, and then Xi'an, Teleport Warrior city, and then we flew to Chongqing to get on the boat to take the 9 days cruises along the Yangtze River, and then ended the whole entire routine schedule in Shanghai city. That's it. Along the whole trip, she just really like a big surprise to me. Well, for instance, a story happened the first thing. After 3 days in Beijing, we needed to fly to Xi'an. On the way to the airport, I always explain and warn people to take all of your things. Do not forget anything, blah, blah, those things. Double check, triple check, because usually if people really forget things all the time, I have to say, and those things track back, the mail back forth is always headache. I warn them, especially take good care of your passport. She was sitting down at the very front seat of the bus, and right in front of her, actually, that is a big water cooler with bottles of water piled up inside of it. I don't know why. She believed maybe she truly did, actually. The water cooler was sort of safe, to lock her passport. So she dropped her passport inside water cooler, but nobody realized it, And then I said, okay, airport here, let's go, let's move to the boarding gate. Right in front of the security scan place, you're supposed to show your boarding passes and also your passport. She was there and she was screaming, where's my passport? Or something like that. That was, my gosh, the biggest headache for you to get, for passengers to lose, and for the tour guide to do it, definitely is passport, because you need to call the embassy, and you need to create a trip, and then you need to stay in the city to deal with the embassy thing, and then you come to Chinese ministry to get a visa, and then blah, 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 those things, all of the headache. You have to just, forget a whole schedule at all. That means your trip ended whenever you lost a passport in China. So at the same time, luckily, the tour bus driver from Beijing, he was sort of cleaning everything, so he didn't truly leave from the airport. And when he refilled the bottles of water, he found the passport in the water cooler. And he called me at the same time, say, Shen, come here, and there's a passenger's passport inside of this water cooler. So I calmed the lady down and say, no screaming, help me watch my bag, watch my flag. I got your passport, it's in the bus. So I ran out and grabbed the passport and gave it to her, and I said, ma'am, I figured out you're traveling by yourself. I highly respect you, traveling by yourself to be a very independent woman, but I realized you got so many carry-on bags, so many small bags. So I said it's not easy for you to, manage your own thing. Maybe you should, buy a bigger carry-on bag and stuff every small thing inside, and always keep your passport together with your purse, together with you. So anyway, she said, okay. And then the second city, Xi'an City. Well, when we finished the tour schedule at the airport again, so I was the last one to check everything at the security place that was, already started to run towards boarding gate, because I heard the boarding call, last call already, alarm already sound the whole building or something like that. I was running towards the boarding gate, and she was running back to me. I said, where are you going? She said, I lost my purse. I said, what? And she said, everything, my money, my passport, my whole bag. So I said, where did you lose it this time? Last time, when did you see it? And she said, I must have forgot it at the security place. So we ran back together, and then we checked with the counter people. The officer said, no, she took everything. You could see there's nothing here. And then she said, I won't go without my purse. But I could hear all, the plane is going to leave. The plane definitely is not going to wait for you. I have the whole entire group of people to take care of. And whatever, she's already going through the security. That means the rest of the trip, at least before next city, she didn't need to show anything about the passport. So I said, you have to go with me. And next city, I'm going to call my office and check about where you can get your new passport or whatever. And she yelled at me and said, I won't go with my passport. I won't go with my purse, something like that. I have to say, to be working as a tour guide, I've dealing and taken those yells and screamings and reasonable things all the time. Because, there people are traveling, they're tired, whenever they don't feel happy, they're going to yell at you, tour guide, right? So I said, I figured out that I have to really scare her. So I said, then I will go. So I turn around, I truly start to walk. And then she followed me. When we moved to the boarding gate place, there's a couple standing there from my group and holding her purse and say, where are you going? We've been waiting for you. This is already last call. You said you just go to use toilet and then you just disappear. This is your purse. Hold it. You know what I mean? You just... But anyway, I talked with her again. I said, man, you need, really watch your own personal belongings, please. And I said, okay, we're going to take the 9 days, river cruises along the river. Every single small town, every single small city we dock by, they're definitely like a farmer's market or flea market. You can buy some cheap, big bag, just stuff everything inside of it and watch it together with you all the time, something like that. Anyway, after we boarded on the boat, usually on the river cruises boat, the captain will have like captain dinner, welcome party thing for the evening time, right? So I usually will tell my people some dressing code. I say, most of the time the day tour, casual, comfortable clothes, comfortable shoes will be perfect. You don't really need to dress up for a particular temple or palace in China. You don't need to do it. But for welcome dinner and captain dinner, I believe you better, smart casual will be better. I always kidding with people. Smart casual means no tie, no pajama. But anyway, I did the same thing to that group. But I have to say, different people have different belief into fashion, right? So that's the reason why they have those kind of, what's the name of the TV show? Fashion police. Whatever. They criticize the common people's dressing code, right? Anyway, I cannot do that, but this thing really surprised me again. So again, every single town, like I mentioned, they got the farmers markets, and this lady, she went there shopping. I always also recommend my people, before you purchase any single clothes in China, try them on. Do not just simply believe what they tag to tell you, like medium size or large size. That could be different, the whole measurement. Make a simple sample, like my clothes, I bought clothes in America, usually it's a small size for shirts for me. But for me in China, that is M to L, medium to large. So you cannot simply just believe those things. You have to try them on. Same thing for pants and shoes. For instance, like my pants, usually I wear about it, in Levi's jeans, usually it's number 4 for me. But back in China, I need to look for large to XL for my size. So I said, you need to try them out. But definitely she forgot it. She bought a kind of fake silk jacket, like the traditional one. You always can see them in Chinatown, Chinese singer, everybody dress up like that, right? Like a jacket style in the red color. It's beautiful color, actually. It's polyester. It's a fake one from the marketplace. Usually you spend $5 for that. I believe she didn't try it on, because when she showed up at the captain's dinner with that beautiful, red jacket, it's so baggy on her. She's that big. You think I am small, right? Actually, she's slimmer than me. But her jacket, like a double XL on her. So baggy. And she matched the jacket, not with pants, but with a pair of shorts. The shorts usually can see the gals wear them on the beach. That style. So because of the jacket is so big, so oversized, so from an angle you really think about this lady wearing anything underneath, or she's totally forgetting her pants or whatever. Truly think about that, because the jacket totally covered the shorts, and she matched it with a pair of sandal shoes. That kind of flip-flop style. Well, from my family's rule, from my mom's education to me, I will never ever wear jeans or flip-flop with any formal thing. Whatever. Different people have different tastes again. So she wearing that beautiful jacket with kind of hidden inside shorts, matched with a flip-flop, holding a glass of white wine and walking to the dinner room to toast with the captain. I can see the Chinese captain's eyes like this. Wide open. And then the captain turn around and ask, who's the tour leader? Who's the tour guide of this lady? It's mine. I told, and then the captain said, did you tell her about the dressing code, or this is a formal party? And I said, I did, but different people have different fashion tastes, I have to say. Whatever. So the story not be ended. Last city of the entire trip actually was in Shanghai. So usually the last show for last day, that was the acrobatic show. And before we got everybody onto the bus, she was also walking out with a glass of wine. But she was sitting down in the front of the bus. We have a traffic law, right? In your country and in my country, same. People holding alcohol cannot be sitting down, especially in the front seats of the tour bus. No way. So she's holding a white wine, sitting down in the front bus, and wait for everybody to the tour bus to leave. And I said, "Sorry, ma'am, we can't leave because I believe you're holding some alcohol. We can't do it. The bus driver will be punished, will be called by the policeman." And then she said, No, no, no. This is a glass of iced tea. It's not wine. And the people sitting down behind her, the entire bus, the rest of the bus, all doing like this. So I said, sorry man, the color is truly so similar as the wine. You better finish it or we cannot go. So, and then the next day actually was departure day. So every day got different buses pick up to the different flights to the airport, right? So I was waiting for her. And before she checked out, I called the receptionist of the hotel, the roommate of the hotel, and also even the bus driver who's supposed to pick up her to warn them, triple check about her room, safe, everything. Triple check the bus before she got off from the bus. Make sure she got everything. I don't want anything happen and then she called me and asked me to mail something back from China to America. No way. So anyway, anything settled down. So I said, ma'am, you can get on the bus. And so have a good trip back home. Then at the same time, the receptionist ran out with a bill. Said, ma'am, you haven't paid for this one. The bill from the lobby cafe for a glass of wine you drank last night. So I hold that paper and say, hey, you need to pay for your glass of iced tea, man. Well, the story not ended. 2008, Beijing, China, we have the Olympic Games, and Beijing is the capital city holding this beautiful event, and we had a beautiful, gorgeous opening ceremony. I believe all of you guys, including me, all impressed about that show, right? So many people from my groups who traveled with me before all kindly email me and say rating things and how much they love this country and wish me best and everything. She also emailed me, but nothing about the Olympics, nothing. In her email, she attached about 5 to 8 pictures, something like that. Those pictures, like the picture, taken from the beach, like summer holiday time. Actually today I checked about Yahoo, your front page news. They're also talking about China beach is so crowded with people because it's so hot. The families all travel to the beach with the kids, swimming. They're very packed or something like that. Anyway, and she asked me a question, like I still remember part of the question. I cannot remember all of them. Like, I wonder where this city is in China. I wonder whether those people, they have enough room, enough parking lots for those people. I wonder whether there are enough safe lifeguards at this beach. Blah, 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 those things. I was really screaming in front of my laptop. So this is one of the stories, number one story I want to share with you guys about people stories and people I've met in my groups. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the story. And if you really like my story, please, again, give me a thumbs up first and down below, leave a comment. And you also can check my personal blog down below with more detailed information, not really detailed information, travel advice about China, Asia, also United States, and also I'm going to upload more people's story. So let me know how much you like it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.